questioning.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Commissioner Trumpka, you tweeted from your official account as a CPSC commissioner several statements putting the safety of gas stoves into question. Do you believe it's appropriate for a commissioner to do this before the commission has made a safety determination?
Thank you for the question, Representative. I do believe it is incumbent to share safety concerns as an individual commissioner when we see them.
So even before the commission made the determination, you thought it was perfectly fine?
Well, I think there's a few different things. I mean, if you're talking about rulemaking, that is a process that we go through as a commission, but sharing our concerns about individual potential product hazards is something that commissioners do.
Commissioner Trumpka, you also tweeted your support for legislation to ban fossil fuels and phase gas stoves out of homes. Do you think that's appropriate for a commissioner?
I'm not sure what you're referring to. I don't remember doing that.
I'm going to ask Chair Hohen-Sarek a question. Mr. Chair, on March 1st, 2023, the Consumer Protection Safety Commission approved a request for information related to gas stoves, which was characterized as, I quote, gas stove hazards and potential solutions. Does the CPSC have any plans to re-regulate or regulate gas stoves or other gas-fired appliances?
So there's no plans for any regulatory rulemakings. Obviously, there's a law that's passed. We do actively look at individual products and have conducted at least 4 recalls of gas stoves where it was carbon monoxide leaks. So we continue that work, but not with respect to regulating. We do examine it. We've been working with voluntary standards committees. I think industry has recognized the importance of both trying to measure the fumes coming off of stoves and honestly all cooking, and then how to deal with those and whether ventilation is appropriate. So the agency continues to work in the voluntary process and to gather more information about the potential health issues associated with gas stoves as we do for all consumer products.
So you currently don't plan to ban gas stoves, is that correct?
No, Congresswoman, there's no plan to ban gas stoves.
All right. Mr. Chair, when the Consumer Protection Safety Commission issues RFIs on a product, do they usually infer that there is an existing hazard requiring a solution, or is the RFI process intended to gather information to inform the Commission as to whether a hazard even exists?
So usually if we're going to do an RFI, there's some indication that there's a reason that this is an area that the Commission should be looking at. So in the case of gas stoves, we've been talking to the industry about fumes coming off of those stoves. So obviously that was an area that the Commission's focused on. Other RFIs have focused on things like specific issues with bikes and others. So we tend to look, not just throw something out broadly, but to see if there's a problem and then gather information to see whether there are any next steps or information that can be used either by industry or by us to be able to improve the safety of products.
Regarding this request for information related to gas stoves, what has the CPSC done with the information gathered during that process?
So we received over 9,000 comments from a variety of stakeholders, from academics to industry. Those are all public and available for people to take a look at and to examine and use in the voluntary standards process as others. Staff is still in the process of reviewing them at this point in time.
So besides reviewing it, does the CPSC have plans to do anything further with information gathered via the RFI?
Any next steps generally would be done through a vote of all the commissioners. At this point in time, there's nothing in our operating plan to move forward in a regulatory, as in rulemaking process. Again, when we deal with individual hazards coming out of stoves or any products, we do take action and we do try and get products recalled if they are defective or dangerous.
Thank you, and I yield back.